brother. Good, very good, brother. Although it's 1:30 p.m. All you guys do is do a full circle, 360. Just go ahead and do a 360 full circle. Some say, do a full 60 full circle, 180 and one walk away. That's all you guys do. If you want to get into brass tasks, do a 360 full circle, 180 and one walk away. Where is, gosh darn it? Wait, we can't see exact. A full circle and do a 1440. Do a 1440 full circle moonwalk. Check seu guy, bro. Check that. Look at the dude, man. This is a dude right here. Joshua Chan maxing in the backyard. Yeah, that's a nothing of a title right here, boys. His titles are insanely funny as fuck. They're funny as shit. It took me 50 years to realize that I'm sorry. I'm a waste of space. You got him. Ladies and gentlemen, yo, why is this popping randomly in my algorithm right now? Like, really, Dix? Mames Dick 1? Isn't this the era where he created double pump? I mean, that's the double pump era. Meta. During the double pump meta. About fitness? None. I think my man Charlie knows absolutely dog shit. Absolutely just nothing about fitness. Maybe that he can do one plate of bench press. That's actually impressive. I cannot even do a plate yet. No, I'm kidding. Charlie's actually buffed underneath this skinny. If you does know him, he's low key beef. He's packing some juice right underneath him. My man's caked up on the low. I got chili. Non, yo, qui s'en décollisse de Asian Jeff encore? Check ce cave. Wasn't this guy 13 years old yesterday? Playing Fortnite? I feel like I need to watch this somehow.
When I was broke, I couldn't sleep. I don't know.
What a way to start.
How there's broke people out here sleeping just fine at night. Going, oh.
What? He's talking about me, bro. He might have well said Mike. He might as well just used my name. He might as well said Zigu, and that would have this is directed straight into me.
Inflation's 20%, gas prices are 6 times, everything on the news is a lie. I never stand a chance of ever getting rich. Where's my pillow? As a teenager,
Where's
what
my
the fuck is
pillow?
wrong with you people? I never stand a chance of ever getting rich. Where's my pillow? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Who thinks like that?
I go to bed at night
Like, where's my
as a
pillow?
teenager and think, I looked it up on the internet. It was a Honda Civic Type R. I wanted one.
Yeah, because you're lucky as
£38,000.
fucking fuck. Is you're lucky. I'm kidding. I think it's also an RNG a bit though. That's what sucks about it. Because if you're a waste of space like me, it's because you were, first of all, you matured way too early, dude. You start maturing at 30, man. You couldn't even retard max it while you were retard maxing. You were out there retard maxing, and you couldn't even retard max it. You
I had no
boo-hoo,
money.
it's bad.
Less than 50 pounds on my bank account. Couldn't afford it. Then I looked up how much a Ferrari cost. 210,000 pounds. And I said to Tristan, my brother, I was like,
Ferrari is 250. Okay, pounds.
there are people with 210,000 pounds for a car. And he's like, yes, so? I'm like, no, not so. How? If I worked my job for 6 years and saved every penny, if I walked to work and didn't eat, I couldn't buy this car. How are people doing this? I couldn't sleep at night when I was broke. I knew that everything was a lie. I knew the Matrix was lying to me. I knew I had to find a way out.
I like Tate. He's a sense, but this is made up so. This is something I would do. I would have done if I was at his position, rich like that. I would have just said that exactly quoted. This is no way, bro. You're like this thinking at a young dude. Maybe just a bit, but not as deep. He's putting a lot of sauce right now. Can we just see the goddamn price, dude? He was way off. He was way off.
I was sitting there going,
see, this is when you know he's lying. He already lied on the price, but
and saved every penny. If I walked, I couldn't sleep at night when I was broke. I knew that everything was a lie. I knew the Matrix was lying to me. I knew I had to find a way out. I was sitting there going, I refuse to live my human years and be some second-class citizen peasant. So losers. Mad at losers. If that's the reality you've chosen to live, you get.
my bad, bro. Sorry. This shit got old. This shit got old real quick. Scan Bandoodle. Skin to your back. Got bandoozled. Right between me, cocksucker. I'm sorry. I have to stop swearing, dicks. Oh shit, this okay, no. He had it on
3, 2,
I thought he had it on defense like I did. Mama's on attack mode. Love. Mama's out here walking like. Look at this man right here. Walking like purpose. I can't even say it. I don't know why. It's something about this fucking sentence. I can't say it. I eat my fucking ass about it. My flap job just gets entangled. Who did that? There's no way that I was playing there. Zero shot. Kidding. Imagine I was like that in real life. Fuck. I blow dicks right now. Like, you know what? Let me power stand, man. I'm just doing whatever. I'm just doing what not. Doing some. I had to power stand. I didn't power stand there. I just got completely.
Player 1 wins.
I got flamdoodled, man. Yeah, GG. How was that a GG, dude? How was this a GG? That ain't no GG. Not even close. 32 damage. Good game, yeah? 6 gold. Nice podium. Nah. shit, this guy is still at it. Marquez. This guy is really good. This guy's amazing. I remember he was flawless.
New season, which means new Immortals video, of course. You know the drill. Wait, this is the new pump. Let's see how much max damage does it do. 165 only, okay. Wait, even from here. Okay, so that's like... Okay, the range is pretty okay. Wait, did it just... It reloads when you're not even on it.
Reloads?
It's two overdrive grenades. Okay, so it's like a shockwave, I'm guessing? What was that? Okay, so... Wait, what is this? Okay. So it's a zip line. Wait, but... Ooh. Okay. Champion. How is he already champion? Why is the champion guy in my lobby? Wait.
Wow.
Okay.
It's champion. Wow.
Okay. Champion. How is he already champion? Why is the champion guy in my lobby? Wait, so... Okay, wait, this zipline. Can I... Okay, I can't use it like that. What about... Ooh. Okay, so you can use it for when someone is above you. I'm very sorry, please forgive me. But... I'm seeing the vision.
You are the... Wow. That jump, high ground jump, I mean. Look at this high ground, look at this high ground. Boom, let's do so. That really means
GG. Ooh. A mythic one. Okay, this is pretty slow though when you use it. Look at this bit. $166, okay. Right. GG. The shotgun is kinda nice. Yeah, this AR is definitely the play. GG. So jump now and then. Oh, just shoots it straight. So you cannot go like as high as you want. Let's say hello to these guys. I have to key the guy above first. I can open. GG. I just wanna take the mini, please. I guess that's the max damage with this thing.
Jeez. Used to
That was the last guy. GG. The season feels okay, I guess. It's not special. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to use code MARTELS in the item shop. Peace out.
Maar, Boris na... Hoe ver is... Huh?
How you doing, brother? We gotta freaking talk. By the way, if you're new to the bougie barbecues, this is a good one. This is very good. Arturo Fuente Special. Very cheap. Very mellow. Not too strong. Not gonna scare your neighbors. Cheap. Very mellow. Not too strong. Not gonna scare your neighbors. You know, with the smell, not gonna scare your mom. Very pillowy. Smoke. Good. Very likable. Very good smoke. So a good place to start if you're kind of new. I went to Colorado. Went to Colorado this past week. What a place, man. What a place. First off, flying to Denver. And the airport there is so insane. It's in the middle of nowhere. You're in the middle of a desert. Just completely flat. Mountains way out in the distance. You fly into this beast of an airport. And there's these tents. It looks like you're in a circus. This circus tent. And you got to see it from the outside to know what I mean. Because when you're in that thing, you don't realize you're in the Ringling Brother Barlin Bailey circus. Then you look at it from a distance, and there's just like 20 of these circus tents lined up. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you're like, wow, where am I? How did I get here? What am I doing here? Well, I was here for my sister's wedding. And it was a crazy week. First off, I've never drove through the mountains like this. I'm in Illinois right now. It's flat. It's flat as a. There's just like 20 of these circus tents lined up. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you're like, wow, where am I? How did I get here? What am I doing here? Well, I was here for my sister's wedding. And it was a crazy week. First off, I've never drove through the mountains like this. I'm in Illinois right now. It's flat. It's flat as a white girl's ass that does not squat. When you go to Colorado, these mountains are insane, dude. These mountains are absolutely insane. sign to say runaway truck in 1,000 feet pull-off ramp. So they have these sand boxes, that will catch a semi truck, just catch it, and it just if it loses brakes, runaway truck. The people that drive here are insane. I was holding the steering wheel like this. I was like, "Shut up, baby, I'm focused." You could smell people's brakes just evaporate by how much they're pressing on the brake pads. Scary as hell. Then we drove up to Independence Highway, I think it's called Route 81 or something, where you actually go up into the mountains, like you're circling the mountains. There's one exit. There's no guardrails. There's absolutely zero guardrails on some of these turns. And you're just looking over, you're like, I could actually drive this car off the mountain right now. If I was schizomaxed and I had an episode of schizoing, I could drive this bitch right off the mountain. But I didn't do that. Those intrusive thoughts creep ain't just boom, just end it all. Just chitty chitty bang bang. Right off the mountain. Woo! Just whoop. But man, just chitty chitty bang bang, just right off the mountain. Woo! Just whoop. But man, schizoing, I could drive this bitch right off the mountain. But I didn't do that. Those intrusive thoughts creep ain't just boom, just end it all. Just chitty chitty bang bang, just right off the mountain. Woo! Just whoop. But man, dude, man, what an experience. Just a different world. A fantasy world, really. I mean, it's absolute incredible. When you get to the Rockies, we went to Aspen, we went to Vail, we went to Breckenridge. We were just hopping through these things. Boom, boom, boom. We stayed in a tent one night, me and my wife, but there was a bunch of spiders in this tent. It was like one of these Airbnb nice tents up in Buena Vista. And we sit in this tent, and this spider can I like no big deal, baby. Boom, crush the spider. I got you. Don't worry about it. Another spider. Boom, got it. But then this monstrous spider, like this big, came in, and she was like, "Nope, ain't no freaking way." I said, "Yep, you're right. Let's get our ass back in the car." So we slept in the Jeep for like half the night. Then when dawn crested, the sun was peeking up behind the mountains. We were like, "All right, let's go back in. I cannot sleep in this Jeep any longer." So we went back in, got a few hours of sleep, woke up, played some amazing disc golf. Played disc golf in Buena, played disc golf in top 30th disc golf course in the world. That was called, it's called Black Bear Mountain. You had to pay $10. It was at this guy's property. Amazing views. Just an amazing beast that you go on there and you look at these scenic views, 23 holes, some of the most beautiful disc golf I ever played. It was amazing. But I don't know if I'd like to live there. Those people are different. First off, nothing but white people. I think I saw a few Mexicans, one or two black people, a couple Indians, but majority white people. Um, I don't know what it is about lesbians, but the majority of lesbians can smell. I think they can smell the testosterone levels on me. They know that I'm retard maxing hard. I don't give a damn, and I think it disgusts them to a degree. But I get along with a lot of lesbians too. But there was this one lesbian bartender, dude. There was this one lesbian bartender that really irked me a bit. So I ordered my drink, and I say, "Why, thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady. Thank you for my drink. How kind of you. How sweet." I didn't really do that. I just said thank you. And she looked at me and she gave me this. Well, first off, I kind of understand why. I ordered a pineapple daiquiri, which is a pretty feminine drink. Now, I know I have a lot of tests. I know that I'm retard maxing, but still, don't write me off so easily. Give me my daiquiri. She made it for me. I said, "Thank you so much." She looked at me like this with just the modicum of disgust. And she looked up at me disgusted by it. I said, why? I looked at her. I thought to myself, why are you acting like this, sweetheart? So I got my drink. I went on my way, and that's really it. That's really it. But just a completely different world. These mountain people are built different. I mean, there's whole towns surrounded by a mountain, and everyone there wants to hike. I went on in 48 hours. I went on like 4 hikes. The Hanging Lake Trail. One time we climbed this hike. It took us about an hour, hour and a half. We get up. There's a lake. It's called the Hanging Lake. It collapsed. It's a spring. It's beautiful. You get up there. You're like, wow, this is amazing. But it's not that amazing. Like in your mind, you thought it was going to be more amazing. But it is beautiful. But everyone there has a Jeep, a 4Runner, Toyota 4Runner, some sort of monstrosity of a vehicle, a 4-wheel drive, and they like to explore. Like, I don't have that in me, man. My sister, on the other hand, she has that in her. She likes to explore. She's always got to be doing something. She gets FOMO when she's not doing something. I've never been like this. For me, I don't need to go always on a hike. I don't always need to go camping. It's fun, but I feel like, you know, I don't know, man. Some people are just built different. But I went tubing. Okay, she was like, Elisha, we gotta go tubing. You gotta do this. So I said, fine, let's go tubing. So I had this super cheap raft, and I'm 240 pounds. This raft could barely hold me. And so I'm going into the little river. My ass is getting scraped by every single rock. I'm like, wait a minute, something is terribly wrong here. Something is wrong. And I see these sort of rapids coming up. I'm like, there's no freaking way. I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die here. My wife was next to me in a tube, but she's only like 110 pounds, so she's fine. So I'm like, baby, listen, just hang on for dear life. I'm actually worried. I don't get worried often, but I'm actually worried. I'm trying to be stoic, but I see these rapids coming up. Like, there's no fucking way this is safe for me. I'm gonna bash my head on these rocks. And so we go, and I do like a reverse plank just to lift my ass up off the raft so my ass isn't hitting the rocks. And we go into this little like a miniature waterfall. And I'm going over. I'm like, ah. In my head, I'm just trying to I'm thinking of everything that could go wrong. And we go over, and I just get banged up, dude. I get absolutely banged up. Then I make it out alive. Me and my girl, we're fine. And then I switch rafts. I'm like, there's no freaking way I can do this mile and a half of river with this shitty poverty raft. There's no way. I'm gonna die. So I get a better raft that has handles and it can hold a little bit more weight. So I'm going down, and at the very end, there's this drop, and it's probably the scariest drop of the whole entire river. There's people above the bridge that are literally recording with their phones, just random strangers recording with their phones, waiting for people to fall off. I'm like, there's no way I'm falling. So me and my girl got separated. I'm alone. I go. I'm in the lead. I don't know why the river took my ass. I'm in the lead. I go over and I'm like, oh my god, and I fall off the raft, and I'm like kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get my footing. I'm wearing these little flip flops, dude. I'm wearing these flip flops, these same exact ones, and I feel one of my little flippers come off. I'm like, I love those pair of flip flops. Please don't leave. So I'm more concerned with the flip flops right off the bat, but then I realize my life is in danger. So I see my flip flop floating, I grab it. I'm off of the raft, I grab it, but I realize if the raft is in the water, it's pulling you. Like, it doesn't matter how strong you are, these rapids are gonna pull you in. You gotta give up something. You gotta make a sacrifice. I feel like Spider-Man in Spider-Man 1 where, Mary Jane drops, and then who else is it? Someone else drops. I think it's Mary Jane. No, it's not Mary Jane. And So you didn't cook an entire homemade meal from scratch tonight. You found a way. I said, "Yep, you're right. Let's get our ass back in the car." So we slept in the Jeep for like half the night. Then when dawn crested, the sun was peeking up behind the mountains. We were like, "All right, let's go back in. I cannot sleep in this Jeep any longer." So we went back in, got a few hours of sleep, woke up, played some amazing disc golf. Played disc golf in Buena, played disc golf in top 30th disc golf course in the world. At what was it called? It was called Black. But man, dude, man, what an experience! Just a different world, a fantasy world, really. I mean, it's an absolute incredible runaway truck in 1,000 feet pull-off ramp. So they have these sand boxes, you know, that will catch a semi truck, just catch it, and it just if it loses brakes, runaway truck. People that drive here are insane. I was holding the steering wheel like this. My girl was like, "Shut up, baby, I'm focused." You can smell people's brakes just evaporating by how much they're pressing on the brake pads. Scary as hell. Then we drove up to Independence Highway, I think it's called Route 81 or something, where you actually go up into the mountains, like you're circling the mountains. There's one way semi trucks just going 70 miles an hour. You see these signs that say runaway truck in 1,000 feet pull off ramp. So they have these sand boxes, you know, that will catch a semi truck, just catch it, and it just if it loses brakes, runaway truck. People that drive here are insane. I was holding the steering wheel like this. My girl was like, "Shut up."
I was holding the steering wheel like this.
People that drive here are insane. I was holding the steering wheel like this. My girl was like, "Shut up, baby, I'm focused." You could smell people's brakes just evaporating by how much they're pressing on the brake pads. Scary as hell. Then we drove up to Independence Highway, I think it's called Route 81 or something, where you actually go up into the mountains, like you're circling the mountains. There's one ways. There's no guardrails. There's absolutely zero guardrails on some of these turns. And you're just looking over, you're like, I could actually drive this car off the mountain right now if I choose to. If I was schizomaxed and I had an episode of schizoing, I could drive this bitch right off the mountain. But you know, I didn't do that. Those intrusive thoughts creep in, just boom, just end it all. Just chitty chitty bang bang, just right off the mountain. Woo! Just whoop. But man, dude, man, what an experience. Just a different world. A fantasy world, really. I mean, it's absolute incredible. When you get to the Rockies, we went to Aspen, we went to Vail, we went to Breckenridge. We were just hopping through these things. Boom, boom, boom. We stayed in a tent one night, me and my wife. Boom. But there was a bunch of spiders in this tent. It was like one of these Airbnb nice tents up in Buena, Buena Vista. And we stayed in this tent. This spider came out like no big deal, babe. Boom, crushed the spider. I got you. Don't worry about it. Another spider. Boom, got it. But then this monstrous spider, like this big, came in, and she was like, "Nope, ain't no freaking way." I said, "Yep, you're right. Let's get our ass back in the car." So we slept for like half the night. Then when dawn crested, the sun was peeking up behind the mountains. We were like, "All right, let's go back in. I cannot sleep in this Jeep any longer." So we went back in, got a few hours of sleep, woke up, played some amazing disc golf. Played disc golf in Buena, played disc golf in top 30th disc golf course in the world. At what was it called? It was called Black Bear Mountain. You had to pay $10 I saw a few Mexicans, one or two black people, a couple of Indians, but majority white people. Um, I don't know what it is about lesbians, but the majority of lesbians can smell. I think they can smell the testosterone levels on me. They know that I'm retard max and hard. I don't give a damn, and I think it disgusts them to a degree. But I get along with a lot of lesbians too. But there was this one lesbian bartender, dude. There was this one lesbian bartender that really irked me a bit. So I ordered my drink, and I say, "Why, thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady. Thank you for my drink. How kind of you. How sweet." I didn't really do that. I just said thank you. And she looked at me and she gave me this. Well, first off, I kind of understand why. I ordered a pineapple daiquiri, which is a pretty feminine drink. Now, I know I have a lot of tests. I know that I'm retard maxing, but still, don't write me off so easily. Give me my daiquiri. She made it for me. I said thank you so much. She looked at me like this with just the modicum of disgust. And she looked up at me like she was disgusted by me. I said, why? I looked at her. I thought to myself, why are you acting like this, sweetheart? So, I got my drink. I went on my way. And, that's really it. That's really it. But just a completely different world. These mountain people are built different. I mean, there's whole towns surrounded by a mountain. And everyone there wants to hike. I went on, in 48 hours, I went on like 4 hikes. The Hanging Lake Trail. One time we climbed this hike. It took us about an hour, hour and a half. We get up. There's a lake. It's called the Hanging Lake. It collapsed. It's a spring. It's beautiful. You get up there, you're like, wow, this is amazing. But it's not that amazing. And it's an hour, hour and a half. We get up. The Hanging Lake Trail. One time, wants to wants to wants to hike. I went on in 48 hours. I went on like 4 hikes. The Hanging Lake Trail. One time we climbed this hike. For white people. I think I saw a few Mexicans, one or two black people, a couple of Indians, but majority white people. Um, I don't know what it is about lesbians, but
Just
the
a
majority of
salsa.
lesbians can smell. I think they can smell the testosterone levels on me. They know that I'm retard max and hard. I don't give a damn, and I think it disgusts them to a degree. But I get along with a lot of lesbians too. But there was this one lesbian bartender, dude. There was this one lesbian bartender that really irked me a bit. So I ordered my drink, and I say, "Why, thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady. Thank you for my drink. How kind of you. How sweet." I didn't really do that. I just said thank you. And she looked at me and she gave me this. Well, first off, I kind of understand why. I ordered a pineapple daiquiri. How sweet. I didn't really do that. I just said thank you. And she looked at me and she gave me this.
Bro,
Well,
c'est
first off,
juste moi, ce gars, man. C'est impossible. Yes. Finally, bro. Finally. Final fucking lead. We found him. Bro, all this time I thought I was fucking retarded. No, 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 like, just obnoxiously stupid. Hey. This guy is a beast. Takes it, dude.
I kind of understand why. I ordered a pineapple daiquiri.
C'est ça le thing quand il dit daiquiri.
I didn't really do that. I just said thank you. And she looked at me and she gave me this. Well, first off, I kind of understand why. I ordered a pineapple daiquiri, which is a pretty feminine drink. Now, I know I have a lot of tests. I know that I'm retard maxing, but still, don't write me off so easily. Give me my daiquiri. She made it for me. I said thank you so much. She looked at me like this with just the modicum of disgust. And she looked up at me
The
like
modicum.
she was disgusted by me. I said, why? I looked at her. I thought to myself, why are you acting like this, sweetheart? So, I got my drink. I went on my way. And, whole town surrounded by a mountain. And everyone there wants to hike. I went on, in 48 hours, I went on like 4
Thank you,
hikes.
me lady.
The Hanging Lake Trail. One time we climbed this hike. It took us about an hour, hour and a half. We get up, there's a lake. It's called the Hanging Lake. It collapsed. It's a spring. It's beautiful. You get up there, you're like, wow, this is amazing. But it's not that amazing. Like, in your mind, you thought it was going to be. In 48 hours, I went on like 4 hikes. The Hanging Lake Trail. One time we climbed this hike. It took us about an hour, hour and a half. We get up. There's a lake. It's called the Hanging Lake. It collapsed. It's a spring. It's beautiful. You get up there, you're like, wow, this is amazing. But it's not that amazing. Like, in your mind, you thought it was going to be more amazing. But it is beautiful. But everyone there has a Jeep, a 4Runner, Toyota 4Runner, some sort of monstrosity of a vehicle or 4-wheel drive, and they like to explore. Like, I don't have that in me, man. My sister, on the other hand, she has that in her. She likes to explore. She's always got to be doing something. She gets FOMO when she's not doing something. I've never been like this. For me, you know, I don't need to go always on a hike. I don't always need to go camping. It's fun, but I feel like, you know, I don't know, man. Some people are just built different. But I went tubing. Okay, she was like, Elisha, we got to go tubing. You got to do this. So I said, fine, let's go tubing. So I had this super cheap raft. And I'm 240 pounds. This raft could barely hold me. And so I'm going over, you know, I'm going into the little river. My ass is getting scraped by every single rock. I'm like, wait a minute. Something is terribly wrong here. Something is wrong. And I see these sort of rapids coming up. I'm like, there's no freaking way. I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die here. My wife was next to me in a tube, but she's only like 110 pounds, so she's fine. So I'm like, baby, listen, just hang on for dear life. I'm actually worried. I don't get worried often, but I'm actually worried. I'm trying to be stoic, but I see these rapids coming up. Like, there's no fucking way this is safe, dude. I'm going to bash my head on these rocks. And so we go, and I do like a reverse plank just to lift my ass up off the raft so my ass isn't hitting the rocks. And we go into this little, like a miniature waterfall. And I'm going over, I'm like, ah. In my head, I'm just trying to, like, I'm thinking of everything that could go wrong. We go over, and I just get banged up, dude. I get absolutely banged up. Then I make it out alive. Me and my girl were fine. And then I switch rafts. I'm like, there's no freaking way I can do this 1.5 miles of river with this shitty poverty raft. There's no way. I'm going to die. So I get a better raft that has handles and it can hold a little bit more weight. So I'm going down, and at the very end, there's this drop. And it's probably the scariest drop of the whole entire river. There's people above the bridge that are literally recording with their phones. Just random strangers recording with their phones, waiting for people to fall off. I'm like, there's no way I'm falling. So me and my girl got separated. I'm alone. I'm in the lead. I don't know why the river took my ass. I'm in the lead. I go over, and I'm like, oh my God. And I fall off the raft. And I'm like, kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get my footing. I'm wearing these little flip-flops, dude. I'm wearing these flip-flops. These same exact ones. And I feel one of my little flippers come off. I'm like, I love those pair of flip-flops. Please don't leave. So I'm more concerned with the
You
flip
fucking
flops right off
go.
the bat. But then I realized my life
Please
is in
don't leave.
danger. More concerned with the, I'm like, I love those pair of flip flops. Please don't leave. So I'm more
Bro, how can you be ziggufied like that? I don't understand.
concerned with the flip flops right off the bat. But then I realized
I thought it was what?
my life is in danger. So I see my flip flop floating, I grab it. I'm off of the raft, I grab it, but I realize if the raft is in the water, it's pulling you. Like, it doesn't matter how strong you are, these rapids are gonna pull you in. You gotta give up something. You gotta make a sacrifice. I feel like Spider-Man in Spider-Man 1 where, you know, Mary Jane drops and then who else does he? Someone else drops. I think it's Mary Jane. Not Mary Jane. Aunt May. So I finally get my footing. It's about 5 feet deep. I'm gasping for air. I look out, there's people coming towards me, just blazing a trail coming towards me. I finally get my footing. I'm pushing people out of the way. I'm just trying to hold on to this rock. I'm pushing people out of the way. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm fine. Pushing them out. Okay, finally, I got my base. Now here comes my wife. Here comes my girl. Love her to death, but she is coming down the river. Chugga chugga choo choo. And she's scared. She's terrified. The drop is coming.
Here comes my girl.
She's river. Chugga chugga choo choo. And she's scared. She's terrified. The drop is coming. I'm like waiting there. And she grabs the shit out of my raft. And as she's going down, she yanks me with her. I go flying. I'm holding onto the raft. I'm holding onto my flip-flop like this. I start Superman pose on the river. It just drags me across all the rocks. I'm like, dude, I thought I was going to die. She starts laughing. I'm literally like swallowing water. And then she starts to see that something is terribly wrong. And then I'm like, babe, ah. I finally get my footing. I bang all my shins up. My knees are absolutely destroyed. I finally get my footing, and I grab her, and I pull her ass out of the water, throw on, and I just come up. I got my raft. I got my flip-flops. Holy shit, dude. I was about to die. I thought I was done, man.
Man, what a story.
It reminded me of those times when, like, you see a guy about to get in a fight, and his woman's just, like, holding on to him. She's like, no, babe, no. Don't do it. Don't do it, babe. That's how I felt when she yanked my ass off that raft, dude. I was about to drown. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that story because, man, you know, nature's crazy. Nature doesn't give a damn about you. But that is Colorado. Colorado, beautiful place, but I just can't see myself living there. You really got to be either like a mega adventurer, like you like to camp, you like to explore, or you gotta be a lesbian. I just don't, I don't know how you can live there. I don't know. But it was a good time. Definitely good to go visit. Just because you see how vast the world is. Like we climbed up this mountain. There's a little glacier. You can see the glaciers, the snow kind of melting from the top. But it's just like, whoa, I can't imagine living here. Can't imagine it. So that was my experience. Just short bus field trip to Colorado. So anyway, you know, I had the thought on the way back, kind of packing up everything and getting going. It's like, dude, I miss the boys. I miss the crew. Hope everyone's doing all right. And I was thinking, you know, sometimes when you get in a plane, you get that bird's eye view above the clouds. And you're just like, dude, please God, don't let this plane go down. And then you start coping. You know, you start thinking, planes, they can lose an engine. They can handle a bird strike. A plane can glide for 100 miles without its engines. I'm fine. And then you start thinking of these plane crashes, dude. It don't matter
I mean, you really got to just accept your fate. I remember Jackson in our group was like, dude, you ever get scared of flying? He's like, no, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. God wills it, so be it. Pretty base, pretty stoic. So, you know, I try to take the same view, but I can't lie, dude. I mean, every time I'm sitting in that seat and they are about to take off, I just think, oh my God, like, what if the traffic controller is just having a bad day? What if his wife cheated on him? What if she didn't suck him off last night? He's probably pissed. And just for some reason, Southwest is not on hold and United is just going to come along, you know, as Southwest pilot is just kind of diddle-daddling down the runway. Here comes United just crushing it. You never know, man. And I hate when I'm in the aisle seat and the person that's by the wall doesn't want to just raise up the curtains. Like, don't you want to see? Don't you want to witness if you're about to die or not? Don't you want to just, like, kind of check in on things? Make sure, you know, the wings are still there? Like, don't you just... But sometimes, dude, people get in the damn plane and they just shut them like, fuck. So I, like, start looking over, see if anyone else got a window I could peep out of. But it blows my mind. I mean, some people just immediately, you can never trust a guy with a neck pillow either. Like, I mean, you as a man are comfortable walking into a plane with a damn neck pillow? A little horseshoe pillow around your neck? Like a slave? You look like you're about to go get beheaded. You, like, literally, just walking in them open. People have their headphones. I could never do that. When I go on a plane, I'm fully aware. I don't think I've ever slept on a plane. And I'm not knocking you if you can. I'm sure, you know, once a certain point hits, sure, there's that steady hum of the engines. But, dude, when you're on a plane, you got to be aware. You got to really be aware. Because you may need to be aware. You may need to be there if some shit goes down. I don't know what could go down, but, you know, you never know. I think every man thinks in his head, what if some terrorist popped up right now? Would I be able to get up out of my seat? Would I be able to tackle him? You know, I pray some jackass starts to cause some drama. I'm gonna bring down this plane. No, you're not, bitch. I pop up out of my seat, boom. Get his ass, you know? People are recording, there you go. You know, every guy at least thinks about it. I don't want it to happen, but I'm ready for it to happen. So yeah, man, those planes, it's just amazing. Every time I'm up there, I think to myself, this is amazing that it even works. This is incredible. The engineering is, of course, is incredible, but everything. From the guys that, when the plane's backing out and they're waving their cones, yep. You know, they're waving their cones. They're just making sure, like, those guys are on schedule. The baggage is on schedule. The traffic control's on schedule. Everything's on schedule. Everything's just running like a fine-tuned, finely oiled machine. It's amazing. And then when I'm above the clouds, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be up here right now, dude. I'm not supposed to be up here. This is not normal. This was not a thing 100 years ago. Imagine if Jesus had access to an airplane. Oh my God, it would be insane. Spirit Airlines. Seriously though, imagine if these guys had access to an airplane, just traveling the world. It would be no big deal. But it's crazy, man. I don't know. It still blows my mind every time. I don't think I'll ever get over that feeling of flying. But speaking of jobs that are under, jobs that really are unrecognized, we need to give credit to some of these hotel ladies. The ladies that are cleaning your nasty sheets. It's always a Latina woman. It's always a Hispanic lady. I feel like that job right there has to be one of the biggest FOMO jobs, or just, it's got to be mental. It's so mental, dude. I make sure whenever I pass a hotel cleaning lady that I say gracias. I say thank you. I say hello. I say something. I just, hey, good morning. Because in my head I can't get past, I mean, the hotel is just a pit stop for humanity. You know, you spend the night in there, you take a shower, you turn the AC down to 65. Everyone abuses the hot water. You don't make your bed. It just, you know, you're probably having sex in there. I mean, it's just imagine what these ladies have to deal with. And they just go every day. They wake up and they go into this place and they're just spending time in this room cleaning, knowing someone was here, someone left. I can feel what they feel. Someone spent it, now they're leaving, they're never going to see him again. They just left behind this little residue of their life. And they're responsible for cleaning it up. I'm not even trying to be funny, dude. I always think this with cleaning ladies at hotel rooms. I like go through like an existential crisis every time I see them. It just something about that. Like they're responsible for cleaning this little section of this beehive that I just slept in. I just lived in for, you know, half a day, 24 hours. Something gets me thinking about humanity every single time. Another one is flight attendants. I mean, you always flight attendants are characters. You know, a lot of the dudes have a bit of a femininity to them. It's either like an extremely nice gay dude or like a gay dude that is just fed up with everyone. He's all right, cut the act. No more of this bullshit. I'm sick of serving people Diet Cokes. You know, I always think too on planes, can we get some better speakers? Because sometimes you're just sitting in your plane seat
Diet Cokes.
and the captain comes over and you're like, holy shit, I gotta listen to this. We might be going down. Mayday, mayday. And the captain's like, it's always like really bad. You can barely hear it. Please flight attendant, take a seat. And you're like, oh shit, what's happening? Please fasten your seatbelts right now. It's like, whoa, why do we gotta fasten our seatbelts? It's never anything major. Sometimes he's just saying, it's looking like beautiful weather today in Chicago. But the speaker is so bad that you think the plane's going down. It causes immense anxiety. I hate that shit, dude. And then the little ding dong, the buckle you're fastening your seatbelts comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh. I can't be the only one. Get some better speakers. But anyway, what I'm saying is those guys are underappreciated. And those girls, the flight attendants. Just like the cleaning ladies, flight attendants have to deal with the residue of humanity just coming and going. These travelers, these pilgrims on their journey. Servant, never gonna see him again. And they just get in this little tube in the sky. Holy shit, dude. They get in this little tube in the sky just repeatedly, and they're just good too. They're good. They know when shit hits the fan, you know, they're on it. But they're giving that little speech. No one even listens. I try to listen to them. Your oxygen mask, if in case of emergency and the oxygen mask drops down, place it over your head like this, and then pull on this, and then blow on this. They give that speech 100,000 times. They deal with all these assholes on the plane. It's amazing. It's one of those things that make you think, wow, imagine if that was my life.
Dude, he's actually very fucking
So,
smart about it.
you know what I mean?
Nice.
as I was heading back, I was thinking about the boys. I was thinking about you guys. And I was like, what do I want to, what kind of fire,
2, 1,
what
brawl.
Promethean fire can I take down from these mountains? And it's not anything crazy, but it's something that I think is necessary. And it goes along with all this idea of retard maxing. And at the end of the day, when it's the end of the day, man, you simply gotta believe. There has to be, doubt may creep up, of course, the creep, but you really gotta know you can. You gotta believe, dude. You gotta really believe that you can do this shit. Like, if you don't even think you can, of course you can't. You gotta really believe that you can make shit happen.
Utter destruction.
That you can weather the storms. You gotta believe that you can lose your parents, you'll be fine. You gotta believe that you can, if you're in poverty, you can bounce back from poverty. You gotta believe that you gotta just fucking believe it, dude. You gotta feel it in your bones. I don't know how else to say it, but anything that happens, you're gonna be okay, and there's always a way out. And I think too many guys, the sad reality is they don't believe that. They don't believe it, man. They're not riding the short bus. They're too used to being along with the normies who complain about it. They don't get the girl, they don't make the money, they don't live the life that they want. They're trapped, and it's an unshakable belief that you're not going to, deep down, there's too much mind, there's too much mental, too much thinking, too much helplessness, too much holding you back. But you're too powerful for that, You're, as a man, you're way too powerful for that. And you truly gotta believe that I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna figure this shit out. And I think you should exercise that, though. You should exercise that feeling of power in your daily life. When you give your power away to other people telling you how you should feel, when you don't become strong, when you don't figure your own problems out, when you don't make mistakes and bounce back, you never get that sort of self-belief and confirmation that I am the fucking man. I can figure this shit out. I'm gonna ride the tiger, baby. I'm gonna chew glass, breathe smoke. You gotta retard max it. Anything in your life, you can't let thought hold you back. Retard max it until you hit failure. How blessed is the mind that can experience failure. When's the last time you fucked up? When's the last time you embarrassed yourself? I meet so many guys in their 30s and 40s that have a lot of history, baggage. Maybe divorces, maybe mental health. And it's almost like there's this embarrassment that they feel for who they are. Fuck it, dude. Stop being embarrassed for who you are. All that embarrassment, if you just stop hiding and take off this mask, just be who you be, that person. How many blessings are you negating because you want to feel embarrassment, or you want to have this little shell around you? I don't know how to explain it any better, but there's way too much shame in a lot of men. There's way too much shame for who they are, for the fuck-ups they have. Who gives a shit? It's all where we go from here. It's all it is. It's all the memories we make from here. Doesn't matter what you got into, what, make amends with the people you wronged, but dude, really, what's there to be ashamed of? It's your life. Way too powerful to be stuck with shame and guilt. So retard max it and carry on. That's it, man. Just want to tell you guys a bit about my trip. don't know if I said it already. I think I said it in the beginning, but shout out to our boy Albert and Jared. They came up to me. I was climbing a mountain. He's like, hey, dude, I saw the channel. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Yo, thanks for saying hi, man. One guy at the airport, it was awesome. Thanks for saying hi, boys. Come talk with us in the group. And I'll see you soon. Peace. All right, man. Welcome back. Welcome freaking back. This is Confessions of a Rat. Actually, what are we going to call this? Confessions from the Rat Cage. This is a question that I asked the men yesterday in the group. What were some of the blindest periods of your life? What were you mucking around with? I want to hear about the poverty, degeneracy, mental struggles. Hell, maybe you're going through it now. Give us a bit of a story, and I said I'll probably make a vid reading some of these off. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been rats. But speaking of, while we're on this topic, I do want to address what the hell that whole alarm is that just went off. Riddle me this, dude. Why do we need a freaking alarm going off nationwide on all of our phones? If for you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, everyone in America that has a cell phone, Android or iPhone, just got an alarm. Brr, brr, just freaking blaring, going off. Now I get it. If you're in a city, my city has these tornado alarms that go off once a month, just a test. If there's a tornado coming, let everyone know, get inside, freaking, get to safety. Why do they need to do that on a freaking nation-wide scale? What level of threat would there have to be to alert everyone at once? Now I got an idea. Aliens. Fake alien invasion. Freaking flying saucers, freaking aliens coming out and just missiles, boom, boom, boom. I don't think they'll... Listen, are they... Would they even do that? Are we really that dumb? You know how many of these people of us have seen and looked at Project Bluebeam, dude? I'm gonna stand there like this. Come at me, you dumb aliens. No, I'm not going inside for some alien invasion. I'm not scared of it. We know... I don't even believe that aliens could be here. If they are here, they're in the hollow earth. That's where they're at. But you really think that some...
Oh, fuck, he's aware of that? Oh, shit.
Technologically advanced society is gonna just freaking come and allow us to see them and just to freaking, they're just gonna fly around and just start... No, dude, it's gonna be over like this. We're done. They're nuking us. Or, which leads me to think, a nuke. Fuck. Imagine you hear that alarm. Freaking look at your phone. Nationwide alarm. 5 minutes. ETA for this nuke. What are you gonna do in 5 minutes? You gonna get in your little hole? If I'm with my girl, I'm gonna grab her and say, baby, I love you. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. It's been good. I'll see you in the next life. If I'm alone, I don't know what I'm doing. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say you're gonna jerk off. Okay, 5 minutes you got left. You ever think about what you would do if you just knew you had 5 minutes to live? What are you gonna jerk off? No. You can't even find a video to jerk off to in 5 minutes. I mean, dude, you're not gonna use your imagination. It's not gonna work. Not in 5 minutes. So what are you gonna do in 5 minutes? Pray? Probably pray. Probably try to find a bit of peace during 5 minutes. But I'm just saying, man, that is a bit weird. That is a bit weird. Think about it. I want to hear your guys' take on it. Why is it there? Maybe I'm just being dumb and I'm missing something. I'm completely okay with being, ignorant to this. I don't know why it's even there. So, confessions from a rat, dude. In filth it shall be found. You know what? In filth you shall find your friends. Because many of us have been rats. Okay? Life ain't always handed to you on a silver spoon. Sometimes you gotta roll around in the mud. Sometimes you gotta go through some shit. You know what the funny thing is, though? And I believe many of us can relate, is that you kind of accept your rathood. You kind of almost like being a scoundrel when you're in it. Because to climb out of the hole would take so much effort, so much change. It seems, at least it seems,
right,
in the mind. Because you can't really think yourself out of a bad spot. You can't think yourself out of the rat hole. action must take place. So you almost accept your rat life. You accept the drugs. You accept the constant masturbation. You accept the degeneracy, the poverty.
Player
You're used
2
to it.
wins.
You find ways to cope because it's your life, right? And I think that you have your brain has a way of accepting. So let's get into some stories, man. I'll tell you mine first. Again, these are confessions from a rat. Okay, and this is my rat story. Very quick. I was working late night shift. Life hit hard, man. Life hit hard. Parents passed. You already know this. I was working a graveyard shift. Wake up midday. The sun's fully overhead. Now I gotta pick my legs up out of the bed and will them to move. Kind of had this
3, 2,
cloud of
1,
just
brawl.
darkness over my head. I hated that I hated waking up midday, dude. I absolutely hated it. The world was already moving by. It was a blur. It was like I had no idea of time. It was just weird, okay? I would brew up a mean old cup of coffee. Just something to make me feel something. There's a funny quote. It's like, should I kill myself today? Or should I just brew up another cup of coffee? Right? Someone, if they can find that quote, post it down below. Should I kill myself or just make another cup of coffee? I'll throw 2 packets of ramen in a bowl with the freaking beef from Walmart. Okay, nasty beef. I remember this. Just so I could get some protein and carbs.
My man got
I would sit down and
absolutely
watch
dodged off.
an episode or 2 of King of the Hill. Then I would head to the gym. I would sit in the parking lot of the gym, and I would pack a freaking thing, a massive hog of grizzly wintergreen, and I would just sit there like this. And just listen to some freaking music, maybe drink a little caffeine. I remember it, dark, rainy day, hoodie, just complete doomer mode. And a lot of times, I would just turn around and go right back home. I wouldn't even go to the gym. I would just say, yep, not today. Just pack up, go right back home. I wouldn't even go to the gym. Freaking get home, maybe go golf, maybe eat something, maybe play a video game. Then get ready for the night shift all over again. A lot of times I wouldn't even meal prep, so I would just go to the freaking 7-Eleven. I would buy a loaf of white bread. I did this on multiple occasions, I hate to admit. I'd buy a loaf of white bread and a jar of Jif peanut butter. And I'd get to work, about an hour of work, I'd just slam it. The whole freaking thing of bread and jar of peanut butter. I feel like a complete rat, dude. And slowly, because the funny thing is, there was the embers of Thumos in me, dude. There was the embers of motivation. They were there. They just needed some kindling, some tinder. It was like I just allowed them to kind of just, the fire went down a little bit. But I still had it, dude. I remember picking up this book, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I can't contribute my rise up out of this hole to that book, but I can say that it helped spark something. Hearing Marcus Aurelius, say, man, get control of your freaking mind, just to paraphrase it. But stop bitching, stop moaning. You don't get to change everything outside of here, man. But what you do get to change is what's up in here. And I needed that at the time. I really did need that, man. Because I saw myself looking back. I was bitching. I was moaning. I was complaining. Oh, woe was me. My life is tough. Fuck off, man. Don't allow yourself to become Ratatouille. Don't allow yourself to go into that hole and accept the chains. So we're going to move on here. All right, we're going to move on. All right. Confessions of a Rat by our boy Philip. There's a new member here, Philip. Probably the second last winter. I basically just wanted to die every single day. Just didn't want to kill myself. I had undiagnosed ADHD, was failing at school, was a fat fuck, and did nothing all day. I literally just slept the whole day, and when I woke up, I desperately wanted to go back to dreaming as my world then sucked ass. Nobody called me up. I was alone.
Yo,
For
see,
fuck's sakes,
that
I fell in
was-
love with
yo.
an imaginary character. Luckily, I got myself into the gym, and I can now say with confidence that I love myself. This guy, by the way, he did a 180. He's posted his check-ins. This dude's freaking built,
He did 180.
looking handsome, man. Got himself together. Fucking love to see that, man. I was there too. I remember sitting in the freaking bathtub one time, just feeling sorry for myself. Like, I wasn't about to commit suicide, but I was like, I could totally commit suicide right now. I'll be fine with it. I know that sounds dark. Sometimes, you know, life is dark, man. Those your mental health can be torturous, especially if you've messed around with drugs and stuff, dealing with deep personalization and schizophrenia and like not sure what is reality and not. Our boy Aiden from Canada said, hey, I remember working at McDonald's and there was this fat French fry girl. We went on a trip to Toronto and grabbed a hotel. This is not safe for work, okay? So I'm just gonna give you clips. She blew me and I came, but he decided her finger smelled like fish. He wondered why she had a tuna box, and he was extremely bothered by this. He couldn't believe what he had done. It was so disgusting, but it made women seem more human to him. Fair enough, you know, and that's actually a big point. Seeing girls freaking fart, dude, take nasty dumps, bleed once a month. They're human. They're human. A lot of times all your fears from putting women on this pedestal, you don't even know you're doing it, but you put on this imaginary pedestal that there are some angelic creatures and you treat them differently. And they can tell when you treat them when like they're not humans. They want to be treated like humans because they are. And that's hey, good thing you went through it, man. Good thing you freaking learned your lesson. One guy said, going through it now with pornography. Confessions of a rat, man. And its side effects of low energy, more social anxiety, depression, and deep loneliness. Been more than a decade off and on with this degenerate crap. No more. I'll tell you this. Okay? If you're stuck in a cage, why not jerk off? You got nothing else better to do.